Hey, I'm Mike Becquerel, and today we're going to take a look at 2 comping licks I got from John Pisano. Let's take a look. So first thing, it probably seems like I only do guitar lessons on people whose first name starts with J, since I have an overwhelming amount of my lessons based on people whose first names start with a J. So if you have any suggestions for other players you'd like me to do lessons on, please leave a comment and let me know. Both of the comping concepts I'm going to look at today come from this book that John wrote with fundamental changes, and it's available on Amazon. I highly recommend you getting a copy because this book is full of an amazing amount of comping ideas. Every single measure is something worth analyzing and looking at. But we're going to take a look at 2 ideas there and some variations I came up with in my own playing on how you can apply these. So the very first example is a 2-5 in C, and we're looking at just a D minor triad we're starting with. So we got, D, F, A here on the 12th and 10th frets. And this is a really common move people do, where you take the bass line and you lower it by half step until you get to the 6th of the 2 chord. So if I take this, I got D in the bottom, C sharp, C, and then B. So what I'm doing is I'm walking just D minor triad, D minor major 7, D minor 7, and D minor 6. And you hear this a lot in Latin music. You'll hear it a lot in, chord melody like Joe Pass, Joe Diorio, and all these guys. Barney Kessel does that a lot in his own comping and solo playing. Now, if we take a look at what's going on here, that first part is purely D minor. When we get here, we're playing a D minor 6 technically. But at the same time, we're also playing a G9. Now, how does that work? Well, D minor 6 has the notes D, F, A, and B. D, F, A, and B. A G9 would have G, B, D, F, and A. They share everything but the root of the G7. So this can function, as long as the bass player is playing a G, this functions as a G7. And where it lands in the measure as beat 1 of the second measure, that would be where the G7 happens. So that's the first part. So from here, once I get to my G7, I'm viewing this as purely an unaltered G7, and I'm just going to take some notes on top and resolve that to a C chord. So I'm holding down B with my first finger here on the 9th fret, F and A with my second finger, and then I'm taking my pinky to grab E here on the 12th fret of the first string, and then I'm hitting the D here on the 10th fret with the bar, and then an A, and then pinky again, I'm going to grab B, and then I'm going to resolve that up to C. And that resolves there. And then what I did there on the line, when I get to C, by now I'm sure everyone knows I'm obsessed with Jimmy Weibel's playing, and his style of 2-note stuff has really infiltrated my playing. So while I'm sustaining the C here with my pinky, I walk down G, F, E, and then I grab a C. So I'm trying to hold out that E too. In the demonstration track, I was playing over the changes to Autumn Leaves. I was playing in the key of A minor rather than E minor, G minor is typically done. So I go 2, 5, 1, and then 4. For the 4 chord, I grab an A with my pinky, and then I walk down this F major 7 shape. Again, another Jimmy Weibelism. So I hold A with my pinky, and my third finger I grab F on the 3rd string, and also on the 3rd string I grab E. I try to hold that, grab C on the 4th string with my 3rd finger, and F on the 5th string. I try to sustain all those. So when I get to the bottom, I have a fully ringing out chord. So the full line is this. the second concept, this is a minor 2/5. And what John does here, this is a very colorful shape. I really like this. So he doesn't play a third here. He plays a fourth instead of the third, and he plays the flat 5. So he's got B. So we're playing B minor 7 flat 5. So we got B here on the 6th string, A on the 4th string. We're going to reach up E with our pinky here on the 9th fret of the 3rd string, and then just a half step away on the next string, on the 6th fret, we're going to play F. I really like this shape. This really sounds cool. Then from there he goes to an E7 sharp 9, the purple haze chord. And what he does here is he holds down as much of the chord as he can, and he walks a line above it. And resolves it down to A minor 7. So we have a little line here that walks all the way down. So to finger that, so we got the G with our pinky here, and we bar across with our first finger on the 2nd string, so we can release with our pinky and grab that 6th fret note, the F. And with our pinky, we grab on the 3rd string, E, and then our 3rd finger's already there, the D, and we resolve that down to the C on the top here. So when we go to the A minor 7, we don't want to hit the full A minor 7 chord. We want to land on the 3rd string. We want to hear that melody continue, right? Now for variation I came up with, I wanted to take this to another string set to see if I can make it work, but I couldn't get this to fit exactly. Because, if you take this to another key, because what he's doing here is he's hitting root, flat 7, 4th, flat 5. Now if I move this here, I can't really reach the 4th here and then grab the flat 5th. Alan Holdsworth could do it, I can't. Yeah, I can't do it. So what I did was I just grabbed the 3rd, and then just grab the 4th above. So here I'm going back to 2/5 in C major, and I got basically a minor 11 chord here. And then for the little walk down, I grab a G7, sharp 5, sharp 9. I try to grab a very similar line. So I'm doing there is I'm holding a G7, sharp 5, sharp 9. So my first finger on the 3rd fret here on the F. My second finger is barring across the remaining 3 strings on the 4th fret. My pinky's up here on the 6th fret. So I do that. I pull out, get my pinky out of there, keep my bar, and then I grab this, the G, down to the F, and I resolve that to E, the 3rd of my C major 7 chord. Now this works just as well with the C minor 7. And I could also play around with the rhythm, because the way I've written it out, it's a 1 measure 2/5, 2 beats on each. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. What if we have a full 2 measure 2/5? Now I got, and then I grab on the and of 4, and of 1, and of 2, and of 3, and of 4, and I resolve. So there's a lot you can do here. There's a ton of material with just these 2 lines, and that's what's been so fun about going through this John Pisano book, is every page is full of exercises and chord licks, and I've been having a lot of fun with it, so I wanted to share that with you guys today. Thanks for checking out the lesson. Hope you get something out of it. Keep practicing. I'll see you next time.